ABO versus CBO Facebook edition. So I wanted to make this video because a lot of people have been asking me that question: what is better, ABO? What is better, CBO? Should I use it to scale? Should I use it to test? And today I'm going to give my complete honest opinion about the topic, because I have been spending a lot of money on ads. I have been doing Facebook ads for the past 7 years, and I've been teaching for the past five. Teachings from people across the world, from Germany to Canada to United States to United Kingdom to all the countries that you can think of. I had a student from that country, and from the past a few years, I've spent also a lot of money testing countless amount of product, scaling countless amount of product, from clothing to trending product to a product, solving problem product. I mean, and over the years, what basically happened is I've gathered enough data, and not enough data from me, but from my students also. And now I can give you an honest opinion on what I believe is good, what I believe is the difference between ABO and CBO, and when should you use one of them. I've made a video recently about the same thing on TikTok, because I also use TikTok. Those are the two platforms that I use. So if you want to know more about that, then go watch the TikTok video about the CBO. But today I'm going to do it for Facebook. And Facebook is not the same thing than TikTok. They work differently, and they have different effect when it comes down to CBO and when it comes down to ABO. So both platforms has their strong side and bad side, but we're not going to cover that today. We're going to solely cover ABO versus CBO, because it is an extremely important topic. Okay, so before we start, guys, do not forget that we decided to start a brand new challenge. What is that challenge? At the end of each week, we're going to select someone in the comments, and we're going to make a one-on-one call that we're going to post on YouTube. And you will have 1 hour with me, and I will be able to answer all of your questions. Any question you have, I will be able to answer it, and I'm going to help you on live. You have problems with your website, I will help you. You have problems with your product research, I will help you. No matter what it is, I'm going to answer all of your questions, and I'm going to guide you towards the right direction, and you're going to see it on live on YouTube. So if you want to be part of those people that will have access to us for free, you guys need to be subscribed to us, comment, and like on our videos. And we have a software that software is going to analyze which one of those people that follow you are the most active. And the beauty of this is, if you get selected once, you probably will get selected again and again if you stay active. So you can get selected more than once. Obviously, my goal is to select as many different people as possible. But if I see if someone is liking, commenting, subscribing, and interacting with us, then I'm going to make sure they get more value than everybody else, because I reward people that support us. So yeah, guys, if you want to be part of this, just let me know down in the comments, and it will be an amazing journey. Okay, let's dive into the topic of ABO versus CBO. Guys, you need to understand something. When it comes down to CBO. Why do I call it CBO? Because CBO was the previous name, but now it's called Advantage Campaign Budget. But back in the days, it was called CBO, so Campaign Budget Optimization. But they changed the name. I don't know why. I think CBO is cooler than ACB, to be honest. But it is what it is. Okay. So, what should you do? Should you do ABO? Should you do CBO? And what is the difference? So, let's talk about the first thing. So, let's talk about CBO. CBO, it means that the budget is going to be at the campaign level. As you can see, we are here campaign, and the budget is here. So, you will be able to change the budget at the campaign level right here. You'll be able to change it to whatever you want, depending on how hard or how soft you're scaling. And it will impact any of those interests. So if you have 3 interests, if you have 5 interests, it will impact the ad set. But you see, you cannot change the budget on here. So the CBO will put the money towards the most performing interest, and or the most performing ad set, depending on what you want to call it. So maybe this one will spend, let's say if we have a budget of, let's say, $20, maybe this one will spend $15, this one will spend $3, and this one will spend $1 or $2, something like this. So in paper, this one seems amazing compared to this one, the ABO on this side. If you click on here, you cannot look at this. The budget is not here. So you cannot change it here. You need to change it on the ad set level. And each one of them will spend a total of $20. And as you can see, you can change the budget here, but you cannot change it on this side. It's only the CBO campaign. So this one is the budget is on the ad set level, and the other one is on the campaign level. So one, you control the budget, you control the spending. The other one is the opposite. You let the algorithm, you let Facebook control the spending. But now this is where it comes interesting. A lot of people are going to say, well, the algorithm is the almighty, is the I know everything. So you should use the Facebook algorithm in order to scale with CBO, and CBO will be better because you let the algorithm choose. I agree on part of this, but not 100%. Why? Because the thing is, I've been testing a lot of things with ABO and CBO. Like I said, I've been testing it for myself and with our students as well. And what we have noticed is that ABO, in a way, is more stable when you're testing. It's more stable because you control the budget. Obviously, ABO, it's a little bit more costly, but if you know your metrics, you will be able to shut down the interest that doesn't work very quickly. But the CBO, the problem with the ACB, if you want to call it that way, well, the problem with that is that it takes probably around 24 to 48 hours to optimize. What does that mean? It means that if you launch a brand new campaign, it's probably not optimized yet. So you will not have any sales, or you're not going to be profitable. And this is because of the algorithm. It's just the way that it is. CBO takes more time to optimize. And I don't want to let a variable that I cannot control when I test a product. Because if I launch a product and I don't know, is it doing bad because the product is not good, or it's doing bad simply because the CBO is not performing great that day? I don't know. So I'd rather do ABO. But the thing is, there's two different things that you need to understand. The first thing is, okay, when you're testing, you want to isolate your variable. So it means you want to control everything because it's the thing that is the most stable, and you don't need to rely on waiting the algorithm to optimize. You can shut down, or you can scale the ads as quick as you want. With ABO, you have the control. That's what I want at the beginning because it lets me know if the product is good right away. With the other strategy, CBO, it takes a little bit more time to optimize. But the thing is, there's a moment to use it to scale. CBO is extremely good to scale. Why? Because yes, it takes 2 days to optimize, but you already know it's a winning product. So since you know it's a winning product, you can wait 2 days for the optimization. It's completely fine. And at the same time, it is easy to scale because since you spend a lot of money, it will spend it towards the most profitable ad set. And some days one will be better, the other one will be better. You never know which one is going to be better overall, depending the days. So it is more stable when it's scaling. But again, CBO, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's the thing that I don't like. I don't like to rely on something that, oh, depending on your ad account, depending on the product, depending on whatever it is, it works or it doesn't work. I don't like that. I like something that I can rely on 100%. And ABO is the man. ABO has been consistent. I've been able to scale easily. I've been able to test easily, to do whatever I want. Obviously, when I have a campaign that works great with CBO, then I'm going to use it because when it works great with CBO, it is so easy to scale. But that's the thing. I don't want to rely on something that is maybe, maybe not, maybe, maybe not. That's not something great. And we even had a student recently that made $100,000 and now he's making profit. But when he came to us, he was doing CBO campaign, and that CBO was basically breaking even. Some days making a little bit of money, but most of the days he was either break even or losing money. We established a structure with ABO campaigns with multiple interests, and now it is stable and it is making money. And we also included some CBOs on certain occasion, and they are performing great as well. But that's the thing. It doesn't mean it's going to perform well all the time and on all the occasion. So that's why I I basically keep CBO as my wild card. You never know what could happen, but when it does well, then great, you make a lot of money. But when it doesn't, well, you can cut it off early. And at the end of the day, you're making money with ABO, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you that much. So this is my wild card, let's call it that way. So if you start testing, do ABO. If you start scaling, do ABO. And when you have something that is stable, you are making a few hundred or a few $1,000s per day in revenue with your products, then in that scenario, you want to test CBO to see if you can bring it to the next level. So that's what I suggest you for what you should use with CBO. So yeah, guys, if you have any question, let me know down in the comments section. And do not forget that we are also making a brand new series where we're helping people online. We're going to upload those videos. We're going to have a 1 hour call together. I'm going to ask any of the questions. Guys, people pay us thousands of dollars to have calls with us, and we're going to give you calls for free. You just need to be subscribed, like, and comment on our videos. So yeah, guys, wish you all an amazing rest of the day. Take care. And this is the end of this video. See you on the next one, and peace out.